All right, in this particular case, that took a long time, maybe 10 minutes, I'm not sure. But you can see if it was successful, you'll get this message, and you'll also see all the files, CKD files that were loaded into, and that includes the sub-assemblies and all the individual components. Everything is now loaded and into the KeyCreator. So once that's happened, remember we expanded this. Let's go ahead and now expand completely again. And now you can see more of the assembly structure. The grayed out area are those files that are not currently. Let me just click here. Currently available to access. Right? They would be clear up here, clear here. So those I can get in this. Now you have to open each individual ones and work your way down, just like you would in CAD key, or if you know the name of the file. So maybe here I'm looking for, I don't know, 1096p, 1096p, and I'm not sure of the order. 1096p right here. Oh, 6p. I can go to that file and actually open that file if I want. And there's that part. Now, might still want to look here because I found that some of these are still part references. So now even inside of this one, there is another subassembly in here, right, that I can go to. So maybe this is the subassembly. This is still the part I want to go if I'm going to be editing it, right? So I can go edit part. Now I'm actually editing the part. And this structure is exactly the same structure that you will see in CATIA. So I'm not sure this is a good way to work, but that's okay. So that's how you would set this up if you wanted to work, if you wanted to see the tree structure. This I only use when I need to, because I would be using the assembly read, or I would be going down the structure itself myself. Right. Come on. So here you can see what file you're in. I'm going to close this. Here you can see what file I'm in. That's a subassembly that contains this one. So I don't know why they set it up that way, but that is how this assembly is set up. I can go ahead and collapse completely, and now I have a little more control of what I'm looking at. Alright, the next step is running the macro. So we now have those two sub-assemblies are the main pieces in this assembly. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, if you want to keep all your components lightweight, I recommend doing a save all. It may have saved it anyway, but I would recommend doing a save all. That way they will all automatically come in not lightweight next time you open the file. But will take longer to load everything. So to run the macro, play macro. It's under the utilities, and it's renamed the level as the part reference CKD. So it automatically looks for only part references, and so here there are only 2 part references. But it's going through the entire structure, so again takes a little longer. And you'll see that it created 2 new levels here, right? So this main unnamed one is actually placeholder for this, and there's the 2 separated part references. Now if you want this kind of structure to take place for all the sub-assembly components, you would have to kind of manually go through it and do it yourself. For example, we go back to here. I'm going to open up, let's open up inferior. I'm going to say edit part. And now I can go to my level structure. You'll see there's 6 of them in here. I can play that macro again. It's a little bit time consuming with the macro. There has been a request to kind of automate this a little bit more so we don't have to do it manually. And I'll include you in that request. So here again, those are all the individual pieces separated, but they're still part references. And so now again, you would have to go and you could either do an edit part or whatever you want to do to get to the next level. And so on and so forth.